Windows update. Thank you for letting me know. I haven't had a Windows update in a little while, so I wasn't thinking about that. Doing a Mr. J catching strays. Oof. Mana Drive was on top of that one. Like, immediately. Like, muted. Like, oh no. Oh. What I was saying is, congratulations, Mana Drive, on the 185th stream streak. The stream. It be stream. That's all I said. Police! Gonna vandalize some vandalism right in front of the police. Oh yeah. I'm here to see Frank. Frank's busy. Confidential matter and a very important one. Cooperation is required. Urgently requesting knowledge of Frank's location. Dang. I see a future legendary investigator. The heck with you. Give me a coffee and a donut, then I'll tell you. Can't think without my morning donut and coffee. In my opinion, they should be included in the budget. Where the sucker fool am I gonna get? Coffee and a donut. Walled chewer beetle. Oh yeah, I didn't go behind here. Well, there was some talk about Ranma 1/2 in the chat, and I actually watched Ranma 1/2 a long time ago. Strangely enough, I watched it with my mom, and we were introduced to it by a roommate that we had. These suckful kids. Over there. But I haven't seen it in years. I don't really remember much about it. Got your bugs. Only good to take good care of him. Like mom's so happy. I'm gonna have a real wall chewer at home. McCoy, your collection is complete. Thank you. Wow, that's a big one. I'll need a separate box. And at least 5 pins. Brendan, here's your new Legionnaire. Yes, finally, battles can continue. Thank you. I didn't think you could catch it. Men's Council, huddle up. We have a decision. The Men's Council has decreed that you deserve a reward. Wait, but I wanna do bug battles too? Really? 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 Okay. Okay. I have one more bug left and you want it? No, it's just a regular bug. And those are a dime a dozen, not interested. Nothing special. By selling it, I used to take my bugs to a shop in the rich district. For the tip. I believe the licorice is a pretty good item. That means coffee and a donut. How banal. Yes, club. Oh, I've already checked that out. Or I think I can, like the diner. Diner's closed. So I'll talk to Martin. Well, and I actually started watching some episodes of Martin. That show is still funny. Are they evicting you? Because they're crooks, that's why. They claim that my house disrupts the urban landscape. Keep pointing at some piece of paper, screaming at me. You know, there's just no justice in this world. The sooner you understand this, the easier life will become. Why don't you want to leave? This is my home. Do I need other reasons? Meryl and I lived here happily for 40 years. Won't betray her memory. I'd rather go to jail. Before she died, she said, I want you to move on. For both of us. I hope you find the strength for this. Look for it in the backyard. She winked at me one last time. Memories of her are the only thing I've got left. That's why I spent so much sitting in our backyard. And all they want to do is toss me out. Can you tell us about your life, about Meryl? My beloved Meryl. These garden beds, lush flowers of the rarest varieties used to bloom here. Yes, she knew a lot about flowers. Me, I can only grow simple vegetables. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. You know, it's funny, but she was from a rich family, but she gave up her luxurious life to live here with me. Wow, like in a fairy tale. That's right. She also gave me this key. The key to her heart, she said. Isn't that fabulous? And very romantic. And I can't stand here knocking all day. Don't be a fool. Come to the flower shop. Meryl left you a note. I need to find out. The diner opens. It's open. I need donut and a coffee. then go back to the pole. I remember my dream? I believe I do, but again, it was a very short dream. So I was doing customer service work. It was kind of weird because I was doing customer service work, but I was stationed at a table in like a really big hallway where, you know, like people can come and go and whatnot. And across from me was like another person who was doing customer service work, and there are these two people that were standing in the hall, and a kid walks up to me and asks me, you know, can I forget the specific thing that they wanted, but they're like, you know, can you help me with this? And, you know, I did my customer service voice response, you know, of, you know, sorry, I'm not able to assist you with that. So, you know, no. And then the kid was like, just asked again. And I was like, no, you know, we apologize, but we cannot assist you with that. The kid asks 3 more times for a total of 5 times. And at the last one, I was just like, all right, look, I can't help you. Okay. No. And the two people that were standing in this hallway customer service thing, they were like, oh my gosh, can you believe how this person just talked to that kid? It's so rude and disrespectful. And I turned to them and I'm like, are you insane? I told this kid no 5 freaking times. How many times do I gotta tell this stupid kid no before they just go do something else? And you know, that caused a little bit of a ruckus. And you know, now I'm streaming. Not based on a true story. Hey rookie, where's my snack? Here's your coffee and donut. Finally, my ambrosia, song in my soul. Alright. Frank patrols the waterfront downtown. Patrolling duty there is pretty relaxed, so you won't be bothering him much. But still, don't tell him I sent you. The waterfront district. Working on the Ranger. Reminds you a bit of the monkey dream where you applied a shock to it or something, making it unhappy. Yeah. That dream, that was a very sad dream. Look, Hugo, these are protest notes against the railways. He once sued Welch himself. Looks like he served in Korea. I see medals here. Strange, how can a man with such prestigious awards become so unhappy about it and forgotten? What a peculiar trajectory, from defender of force and democracy to demon-possessed murderous psychopath. Psychopath sometimes, a mastermind. There's definitely a trapdoor right here. Bones, blood, blood. Kill. Hugo. These are very strange documents, just like the detective said. Make a note. He didn't care when my family starved in the 30s. He didn't care when people died in Europe in the 40s. He didn't care when my brothers returned from war in the 50s. But why should I care about your children now? My country taught me how to kill and threw me away like a lousy dog. The war is over for you. Sheesh. My mom wouldn't let me read this part, but not for me. I hate you, and lucky for you, this hatred is stronger than me. Holy cow, even without a demon, this guy had no remorse. Where is he now? If this rage resides in him, even with the demon gone, he can still do a lot of evil. I have a theory. Wait here for a moment. How did you open that door? Oh yeah, I was right. Close the door and let's get out of here. You don't have to worry about the ranger. He won't hurt anyone anymore. Are you sure about that? Yes, I'm sure. Quite. Okay. Okay. Work dreams are scary. Your scariest one was when your bed was right in front of your desk in the office. This is my life now. That sounds rough. Oof. Frank definitely bit this donut. I figured that out without you. Suppose it would be wise to interview witnesses. That basically working from home. Working from home is the bomb diggity. Good day. Day 2, you too. Would you like a newspaper? Thank you, but not right now. We're looking for a policeman. His name is Frank. Supposed to patrol the waterfront, but he's not here right now. Oh yeah, mysterious disappearance of an officer on patrol. That's a headline. Have you seen him? Of course I have. Was chasing a vicious criminal. Oh really? What happened? Find out all about it when you read it in tomorrow's issue of Bloomtown News. How about we trade news for news? Only if your news matches the caliber of my news. A policeman stole a girl's powder puff. Phenomenal. Our decaying system has finally sprung a leak. Any details on the incident? Powder puff is very fashionable. The hit of the year, according to 17 magazine. Very intriguing. Alright. The brave police officer chased a juvenile offender toward the park. Thank you. Coffee and hot dog here. Oh, I thought they were actually going to let me go into the water. I was like, whoa! That is private property. It must be returned to its rightful owner. It's Billy's scooter. Misdemeanors like this are the first step down the road to real crime. Frank, can't you see I'm on duty? Okay, I'll wait. Emily, right? What business do you have with me? I'm here to get my powder puff. Ah, yes. A toy that slowly leads down the path of depravity. Didn't your parents teach you that wearing makeup at such a young age is unhealthy? Yeah, and what's the harm exactly? Chemicals take a toll on your skin, and you give yourself a flashy image in the eyes of your neighbors. Chemicals are a myth. They'll think all sorts of bad things about you. Plus, let's be honest, I don't like the influence you have on Ramona. She's become completely obnoxious. She's wearing makeup, running off to the woods, talking all kinds of nonsense. Well, maybe it's not me. Listen. When was the last time you spoke to Ramona? What are you talking about? We're in constant communication. Asking how school is going at breakfast doesn't count. Ramona is changing. She's not the same person she was in elementary school. And she's not doing anything wrong. If anything has changed, it's that Ramona is more confident. She's learning to trust herself. You might notice it if you stop trying to control her every action. How dare you? You don't know a dang thing. You're just a spoiled, cocky little girl from Chicago. You don't know. You don't know what the accident has done to. You don't know how it changed our lives. I'm not trying to control her. Just, I'm afraid for her. Is all I have left. A stupid powder puff. If some creep takes advantage of you two. I just can't imagine how afraid I am for her. Have you tried talking to her about it? Heck no, of course not. She's just a little kid. He has no idea. Didn't think of her like that. She's more grown up than you think, Frank. Seems like, as a matter of fact, I'm sure of it. All the two of you need is to just talk about it. I don't know how to talk to little girls. That's okay, not many people do. You want to go now? I'll walk you out. It's okay, I'll take the scooter back. It was fun running from the cops, but this whole drama has ruined the mood. Thank you. Yeah, let's go. Dang, Frank. I need to think about it. Frank, I miss Mom too. Mama! Wait. Are we done? Frank asked me out for burgers. Want to come with us? Wow, of course. Only talking like a grown-up? Yeah. She knows the nose. Emily, for God's sake, hide your wallet. On me today. Jolly, darling. 3 burgers and a milkshake for each of us. So, how's school going? Frank, it's summer. School's on break, you know. Oh, yeah, right. So, what do you do on your summer vacation? Frank, how many years does it take after somebody graduates high school until they forget what kids do on their summer vacation? I'd say just about 20 years. Hey, it's not... well, sounds like you hit the bullseye. Not at all. I'm proud of my gray hair. I remember summer vacation of 37. I kissed a girl for the first time. Maggie Smith. Brown curls, and a gap between her front teeth so wide you could build a highway through it. Most awkward kiss of my life. 1937. You were almost our age. So I'm allowed to kiss now? Absolutely not. The boys these days are horrible. I was a gentleman. Yes, a very gentlemanly description of poor Maggie's teeth. Well, let's not get off topic. Alright then, how's work going for you? Well, the bronze kid, the one who stole the scooter, he turned himself in. But the owner of the scooter isn't pressing charges. I heard them talking about compensation, 2 trading cards and an ice cream. But that's outside our jurisdiction. Emily, have you tried the local ice cream yet? It's awesome. The unnatural color and chemical tang always remind me of Bloomtown. Should have tried the ice cream Uncle Liam made back in the late 40s. Cheeseburger? I saw him order a burger. Not a cheeseburger, a burger. There's no cheese before that. Get that cheese off my burger and take it to the back. Emily, thank you. You know, for pushing me and Frank to have that conversation. It's like he's changed. I mean, he's still the same old Frank, but something is different now. Like we had an old chipped china cup and we painted over all the cracks with beautiful gold paint. What I mean is, thank you. I'm always on your side. A Rammy? Who the soccer fool is Rammy? Ew, don't call me that, yeah. I never want to see that ever again. Definitely calling you that from now on. Hey, get maximum level of friendship with Ramona, family therapist. Some ice cream! Ice cream! I am ice cream. Do you need any help? Look. I guess I can talk to the Le Docteur. I need help with a case involving Mr. Lewis. More specifically, with his asylum, right? People are always coming around, asked to get a relative or friend released. Can that be done? With the new laws, no, it's practically impossible. They get money for patient care, and naturally a big chunk of it ends up in their own pockets. Their patients, or rather their victims, are prescribed endless new treatments, all merely to waste time. What do you know about the local orphanage? That all its residents are doomed to psychological disability and lack of social function. It cannot be the task of the church to educate every member of society, not in this enlightened age. Teachers, doctors, and professionals should work there, not old men praying up at the sky. So where do you work? I have a private practice, as well as a position at a local school. I used to work at Mr. Lewis's institution, but I left because I came across some uncomfortable truths about the patient's stories. Couldn't take it. Alright, I see. Someone I know has been kidnapped. Is that so? Please sit down. Let's discuss it. Tell me, who was missing? Not missing, kidnapped. Johnny, the kid from downtown. We were playing hide and seek. In the car. And there were scary hands coming out of the trunk. Take your time. I think I know who you mean. He's that nice boy from the 6th grade. Yeah, that sounds like him. You're saying he was kidnapped by some scary hands from the trunk. That's right. And Mr. Lewis was in the car. He said, bought the orphanage. And he was going to transport all the orphans to the asylum. Little Johnny said that. No, he didn't. It was Mr. Lewis. You believe me, right? Of course I believe you, but years of practice have taught me to be cautious. So what do you think? Mr. Lewis could certainly afford to buy out every seat on the board of trustees. His heart is black enough to harm perfectly healthy kids in the asylum. Scary hands from the trunk is classic trauma imagery. You wonder what you're going to do about it. I'm going to save him, but I need your advice. My friends and I decided to do whatever we legally can, but we don't know where to start. It's commendable. We need to write a police statement and find witness corroboration. Can't go to the police. They'll just move John somewhere else. The police are too slow. In any case, +1. You need some proof that Johnny ended up in the orphanage. If you bring proof, I'll think of something. We stake out the orphanage. And if we don't find anything, we'll go to the underside. I'll definitely be watching you. In the future, be more careful around therapists. Guess we could do this side quest. Yeah. Oh. So, are you the person delivering books to the store? Go away. You don't want a piece of this. Piece of what? And I actually do. I'm not going any further. Not as long as that critter is inside my van. What kind of critter? I don't know. Can't describe it. Man, I need to stop drinking so much on the weekends. You definitely should. Your job requires a sober mind. Why is he barking at me? Alright, let me check your critter. What you like? I'm not your babysitter, but I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Go away, these are my books, you can't have them. Don't come near me, or you'll be haunted by nightmares, just like that other fool. Who are you? I'm Mr. Genasi, a gentleman of esteem hailing from an aristocratic lineage so extensive it defies enumeration. Give me the books, or else. Or else what? What should I be afraid of, little girl? I'm already dead. What are you doing in here? I feel like we should have asked that before we threatened them. Isn't it obvious? I'm enjoying literature. Behold my splendid library. Can we make a deal? Can you give up at least some of these books and leave the van? Perhaps I could. If you prove yourself as a literary connoisseur, I will leave most of the library to you. It's so exciting, just like debating at the Bloomsbury Club. Anyway, little birdie, you'll need to answer my questions correctly. Shall we begin? A warm-up question for starters. Which of these modern masterpieces was published the most recently? Is that really his name? John Ronald Reuel Tolkien? He's a John? That's crazy. Those tomatoes off your burger? Not a tomato burger? Nah. You're making a callback to a story that I did. You don't know about Scarlet Citadel? Yeah, I've never heard of Scarlet Citadel. I feel an extreme amount of confidence that The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe came after Lord of the Rings. Well, to me, it's between the Scarlet Citadel, which I've never heard of, or Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, which I have. I'm going to go with the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. Incorrect. You lost. I won't mock you because it was expected. Get out of my library. I'm sorry, we couldn't get that critter out. Of course you couldn't. You're just a little kid. Go home. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. Quest failed. Or... Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to load. What is this one? I gotta do everything all over again. So for the crossword puzzles and things like that, you know, it's like, all right, you know, I'll get them fast. I just want to go through all the trivia questions. I guess in order to do that, I need to, I need to get the answers right. Don't necessarily mind if we fail the quest, but on all trivia. just looked up the answer and it was unexpected, but you forgot this game is also set in ancient times. Oh yeah, you're right, huh? You are right. I don't think it says specifically what the date is in this game, but I believe we're in the 50s or around there, 50s, 60s. Guess we're gonna go with the Fellowship of the Ring. Absolutely correct. Which of the Bronte sisters wrote Wuthering Heights? Hint, I personally drank tea with her. Can't be Emily because our character's named Emily, so it has to be Anne. Incorrect. Fine, we were prepared for this. Charlotte. The lovely Charlotte wrote a lot of things, but not this one. You lost. Sucks. Emily. Well, of course, it was Emily. Now for the last question, answer it correctly, and the victory is yours. What, according to legend, did the great Oscar Wilde complain about before he died? Don't even know who Oscar Wilde is. Bet it's something silly like the wallpaper. I was actually thinking the same thing. Like, as soon as, like, when I saw your message hit the chat, I was already going through, like, okay, the first question was Lord of the Rings. And then the second question was the same character name as our main character. But the second question had a little bit of silliness with, I drank tea with her. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna reload if I get this one wrong because he said it was the last question. That's right, I love gossip. Well now, how do I process being beaten by a little girl? Times are changing. Get used to it. Very well, I'm a man of my word. I'll keep a volume of my beloved Virginia. The rest is yours. Goodbye. I'm not going to steal the book. Let's go. We'll have to stop by the store. It's done. We chased away that critter of yours. For real? Thank God. What was it? A large chipmunk. Ginormous. No, I definitely had too much to drink on Friday. Thank you. Stealing is stealing it. wrong? I don't need money from Grandpa. I don't need money from no Grandpa. Wasn't I also on another level 5 quest with Ruth? Maybe that's what the... No, the book is some random side quest. Oh. No, the book is the quest. We're trying to... I got it. No more delivery delays. Wow, did you convince the driver that being on time is crucial? Kinda. What a delight. You are an amazing young lady. Please accept this book as a token of my gratitude. Looking for birds. Oh, right. Got to go talk to my employer. Mr. Lovely. Catch the unparalleled Miss Stork live in action. Tickets available at the Jazz Club. Mr. Lovely, I need your advice on one avian question. Oh, you found out about my little passion. Yes, I'm into that. Why? At what time do storks begin to sing? How do you mean? Is this some kind of joke? I'm absolutely serious. Strictly speaking, the stork does not sing. It clatters. That means the answer to your question is never. Not sure how else I can help you. Okay. I guess since I'm here, I'll do that, but I kind of don't want to do this. Did you know Merrill? I found your note at Martin's. That stubborn old bugger, forget about him. If he wants to spend the rest of his days grieving, so be it. He didn't even bother to come by. Yeah, rub him nose in it. Merrill loved his so much, but his non-stop grieving does nothing to honor her memory. Try talking some sense into him. Okay. Talk to Sam. Work opportunities. This one. Bass jazz. Miss Stork is the nickname of a jazz singer. Find out when she's scheduled to perform. That's it. Wow, that kind of worked out, didn't it? Just like me seeing that. 4 to 7. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. A long time player. It's City Hall. Do that instead. I haven't even been there. Could be crossword puzzle. Oh, as a matter of fact, there is a crossword puzzle right here. What began with the publication of Martin Luther's 95 Theses in 1517? Indulgence? Oh, good. I have no idea. 1517 is a little before my time. Well, as far as, my memory going back. Nice here. Calm. Not before my time in the sense of, being alive for around then. Just can't remember anything from back then. Certainly not the words that some random person wrote down. Could have been your grave. Don't wait. Call 1-800. Lies an unnamed musician who arrived from nowhere and departed before we could get to know you. Rest in peace. Joshua and Serena Reachstone. Though God did not bless you with children, he granted you eternal rest. Maxwell. To Heloise, the love from her devoted children. Rest in the blackness of the earth, dear Bellamy. Here lies a man with a surprisingly volatile political compass. Rest in peace, Raphael A. Cousteau. Nope, I must say, Emily, that I deeply condemn what we're doing right now. I would refrain from doing it. For some personal reasons. This way, we can help both the store owner and the spirit of the musician. It's win-win. Okay, you convince me. That poor woman in the white dress that keeps walking around, her hand is constantly stuck to her head, but no one helps her. She was just blocking out the rain from her head, The ultimate truth is love, and is there much love in quarrels? He makes mistakes, as we all do. I care for him. This is the path God has prepared for him. He needs to make a mistake and discover the truth. I love him and don't want him to make any mistakes. No, you love yourself. Love him. Love him even when he makes mistakes. Oh, God forbid. I hope he listens to me after all. True faith takes hard work, Marguerite. Be strong and God will help you. Thank you, Father Snowy. I'm not just gonna sit back and do nothing. It sounds like that woman didn't herd to you. Sounds like that woman didn't herd to you. Maybe they mean herd as in like flock. You know, didn't flock to the words. Didn't have to. I'm not her master. But you are responsible for your congregation. Yes, indeed. But maybe God wants her to make things worse, so she'll realize her mistake. Afternoon, young lady. How can I help you? I really need help with one case. It's related to Mr. Lewis. Usually everyone asks me about our orphanage, even though unfortunately I have nothing to do with it. The orphanage has its own superior, Father Adrian. He's doing a good job. A friend of mine was kidnapped. Kidnapped? By who? You should go to the police. What are you waiting for? The police will draw too much attention. Johnny, the kid from the downtown. We played hide and seek. In the car. And there were these scary hands coming out of the trunk. Take it easy, child. Johnny is the kind kid, about 11 years old. Yes, that's him. And these hands from the trunk. Whose hands were they? I don't know. They were demon hands, and Mr. Lewis was in the car. He also said that he bought the orphanage, and that he was going to take the orphans to the asylum. Demon from the trunk said that. No, it was Mr. Lewis. What do you think? Mr. Lewis was an authority figure, is more susceptible to sin than anyone else. The demonic hands must be the hands of those possessed by the demons of their passions. I do hope that your young soul will not cast lies and slanders in the house of the Lord. No, I'm not lying. And what do you make of it? Don't you believe me? I do believe you, but your story seems incredible at first glance. What do you think? Oh, no, I'm gonna save him, but I need your advice. Friends and I want to do everything according to the law, but how do we fight those who break the law? Mr. Lewis won't listen to a word I say. You know what a wise man used to say, there's always bigger fish out there. But the bigger fish need proof, not just words. You will need to prove that your friend is in the asylum. The head of the orphanage, Father Adrian, won't let his wards come to any harm, don't you worry. They both seem to be in on it. You can't be sure of that. Come back when you know more, and I'll do my best to help. Meanwhile, I'll pray for Johnny. Yeah. Or you were already praying for Johnny, and I just got him kidnapped. How about you pray for your prayers, so that your prayers can actually do something? How about that, sucker? Where my thugs at? Alright, we need to save and mark.